Now we're going to go ahead and create the actual destructible magic. The reason why when I press play, this box crumbles is because each individual piece has a rigid body with a mass attached to it, so like 0.5 kilograms, and use gravity. If I turn use gravity off, the box wouldn't move. However, gravity is affecting each individual piece differently, and that's what's causing it to crumble. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the logic for swapping this out. It's really simple. We have our traditional crate, and I'm just going to instantiate the cracked crate over the wooden crate, and I'm going to hide or delete the wooden crate. So this is all going to happen in our shooting method, and we're going to be using the hit information returned from the raycast to do this. So let's open up our script. Let's go into our weapon script, which is inside our player. And if we look at our shoot method, we're casting a ray, and then whatever we hit is stored in hit info. So right now we have a hit marker that we're instantiating. Well, what we're also going to do is if we hit something, we're going to check for the box. So we want to check if we hit the crate. So check if we hit the crate. And the way we can do that is we're going to have a crate behavior that's actually going to handle the swap in for us. We just need to activate it. So here we're going to say check if we hit the crate. And then what we want to do is we want to call destroy crate method, whatever that might be. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually create that. So we're going to create a behavior for this crate. So let's go ahead and create a new C# script. Let's call it destructible. All right, so new C# script called destructible. Let's attach it to the wooden crate. Let's click on the wooden crate, apply the prefab. Now, the destructible behavior is just responsible for performing the magic trick. Essentially, it's going to have one job, and that one job is to just swap out its object. So here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to click the public, we're going to add a private game object, and we're going to hold the crate cracked. So here we're going to say crate destroyed. So underscore crate destroyed. Add a serialized field so we can access it from the inspector. And on the destructible, let's go ahead and add that. And I do want to make sure that the destructible crate is aligned scale-wise just fine as well. So I want to make sure everything looks good there. Perfect. All right, so here's our wooden crate. Let's go ahead and add the destructible crate from the project view. And let's go ahead and hit apply on the crate. Let's open up our script, and it has one behavior. The behavior is public void. Let's go ahead and call it, we don't want to call it destroy because Unity owns this term. If we use destroy, we're overwriting the destroy method by Unity, so we don't want to do that. But instead what we want to say is we want to say public void destroy crate. And when this method is called, we're going to instantiate the crate that's destroyed. So here we're going to say crate destroyed, which is our decoy, right? We're going to say crate destroyed. The position is going to be the position of the regular crate. And then the rotation, we're just going to say quaternion to identity. We don't want to change the rotation. And actually, more specifically, we might actually want the rotation to be my rotation. Because if I'm angled at whatever, I want the crate we're destroying to also be angled that way. So we're going to say transform.rotation to take the rotation of the regular crate. Now what we need to do is head back into our player, and let's go ahead and actually check for this stuff. So check if we hit the crate. So in order to check for the crate, how do we do that? We know we hit something because we're in this if statement. What we hit is stored in hit info. How do I call that crate method, destroy crate? It's part of the destructible class, which means we need a reference to the destructible class. So here, check if we hit the crate. To do that, we're going to say destructible. We're going to say crate equals hit info dot get component. Hit info dot transform. Remember, hit info is just the container. Go into it, grab the transform, whatever object you hit, and now we can say get component, and we're going to say destructible. Now, before we actually do anything, let's check to see if crate actually exists. Did we hit a crate? So if crate is not equal null, meaning that you did shoot a crate, then what do we want to do? We want to destroy the crate by calling crate.destroyCrate. Save this, head back into Unity. Let's go and clean that up. Save this, head back into Unity, and let's go ahead and test it out. We'll go ahead here, pick up our coin, go and buy a weapon, and let's go and shoot our crate. Okay, so what happened here? Why would it be that we're not getting a destructible object? Well, the reason for that is because we're shooting at nothing. If you look on your wooden crate, we never added a box collider. Because in order for us to even raycast, in order for our raycast to detect it, it must have a box collider. Go ahead and hit apply on it. Let's retest it. And we should be okay. Go ahead and collect our coin. Buy a weapon. And there you go. Now what happened here though? Why is the original crate still there? Well, we need to remove it. So here, inside of our destructible, before we instantiate the actual crate, after we instantiate the crate, immediately destroy this game object. Because that way, the original crate is hidden and all that's left is the destructible object. We'll go ahead and save that. Head back into Unity. Let's go and collect our coin again. Buy our weapon. And now as you can see, works beautifully. Alrighty, very cool, right? So in the coming videos, guys, we're gonna go ahead and finish polishing this game up. We're gonna add some ambient music to this game, some background noise, and then we're gonna dive into post-processing. I'll see you then.